Maybe someone wants to say, I can't stand them. Well, guess what? Moderating the testimonials is the other half of the house. Watch this. Testimonials. I got a testimonial from Jessica at whatever email, at whatever address and city. Guess what? I'm using tokens here again. Keep that in the back of your mind because it's going to come up. I can enable or disable or delete the testimonial. Not only can I do that, I can go into it and change the email, change the address, put in a review heading because they probably didn't have one. They added the text. So I just got their idea out of what they said and made whatever they said, whatever the summary of that is, into the review heading. Okay. Now, a review date. Yeah, look at that. We've got the calendar for the review date, right? And you can enable it or disable it and update it. Let me show you what else you can do. So you can change any of these. What else can you do is you can change the order again. What if you say, this is a cool testimonial, but this one down here, I feel like putting that one up front and center. That's Bobby from Chicago says, you should give these guys a raise. Fine. Do it. Bobby from Chicago, up to the top, save the sorting, come back and check. Guess what? There it is. You just did it. Okay. Piece of cake, right? Now, how do you turn modules on and off in the pages anyway? If you go to any page, simple. You just scroll down here. There's modules you can select. Okay, you can turn them on or off. All right. Now, let's keep on going because this isn't even the beginning. This is just kind of interesting stuff. All right. Let me show you what we got now. And I hope it's getting your attention because, again, if you think about how easy it is to control the massively complex variables, you do not have to set up email forms. That's automatically done just when you export the site. You don't have to set up CAPTCHA. It's automatically done when you set up the site. Everything you need is done when you set up the site. Okay, but let's talk about this and let's demystify so much of this. See how complex this section can look to many of you. There's a title, and that's got a picture. It's got a link with some wording. Then we got another title with another picture, link with some wording. Goes to some page, right? Those are our main services, and we put them in the order we want, and we do them how we want, right? How do you do that? We'll get there in just a minute. Let me get to the module settings, or not there, I'm sorry. Let me get to the global settings up here. This is cool. Global settings, let me just run through them. Admin email, just put in your admin email. Go back. Website title, leave this alone. This should just be what it is. Don't bother with it really. Okay. Website logo, guess what? Upload the logo you want. You can choose the logo you want, the design, the style, and it'll affect the entire website. It'll show up at the top of the page. Okay. For instance, that's the plumbing logo here. Okay. That's the one that also we're going to put into our emails so that they go out in our emails. And there's that. And it's showing you the logo you're using now, so you don't have to guess. Okay. Now, let's go back. What else? All right. Ooh, website theme and colors. Let me show you something cool. I mean, you've waited all this time. Let me show you something truly cool. Okay. Take a look at this. We have and by the way, the reference name, just so you know what that means, that's what we're calling it in this block. Like, for instance, where it says website title, I might just say website title dash don't change, right? And update it. That way I know what it means for sure. Okay? Don't change. Okay? Watch this. We've got the website main color, like a dark blue. Let's take a look. That's this kind of dark blue in the banners and sort of dark bluish down here. And it's sort of the blue feel to a lot of it. Okay? That's that. What else do we have? We have the website page background color is this light blue. That's this light blue. See how it's controlled separately. Then we have the page content background, which is set to white. Yeah, that's exactly the background of the pages. Usually you would want that set to white, right? So it's easy to read. Okay, doesn't mean you have to. You might use white print and black background pages on something. Another thing, banner slider background, that is exactly the banner slider background. This is an overlay. You can change that color. You can change that color, this color. You can change all the colors and the headers. Let's continue. What else can you change, by the way? Now I'll come back and show you. Fonts and styles. Heading 1. An H1 tag looks like what? Well, right now it looks like this. That means if I go here, anything H1 looks like that. What if I wanted to suddenly change it? Well, simple. What if I want to go with Verdana instead, a slightly smaller font, 25, okay, or whatever. What if I want to change the color to something else? All right, I want to make this like a dark green, okay, like that. And I like that Verdana. Let me go with something interesting. Myriad Pro is cool though. Okay, maybe I will stick with 28. Let's see. All right, that's fine. Maybe I want the style to be normal or italic. Okay, maybe I want it to be italic. Okay, and I can go bold or not. H2, again, I can choose the whole font separately. The color I can copy and paste if I want to keep the same color. Okay, or I can click and choose another color. So if I want a different color, I can do a different color. The size, style and weight, again, right? And it goes on. Heading 3, heading 4, and guess what? Paragraph. What if the color should be or shouldn't be exactly black or exactly dark blue, or it should still match this color, but at the bottom. So whatever color I'm using up here, I'm going to put it down here. Okay? Guess what? This is wild too because I can save this whole style I just created, right? I'm going to call it demo trial, okay? Whatever, or try one, demo one, whatever, any name you want. And then just hit update and reload. Now here's the point. I hit update and reload and I want to go see what I did. Look at that, okay? I want to be more obvious now. I changed the color of the paragraph print. I changed the color of these. I changed the font involved. H1 tags on all the pages. All of them are now updated. Every page just got updated immediately for everything I had, right? Let me do something else. Let me say I don't want the color to be a certain color. Let me try a different color. A whole scheme I already saved. Because you can change everything to the exact degrees you want. Whoops, that's not something. Load style. Oh, I know what happened there. Dashboard, forget about it. I can't show you on that one because we just got done updating it. The reality check is, okay, let me just show you so you understand. We do save these. We just got done updating it and we're going to turn it back on in a minute. Here's the point. You can usually save these styles the way you want, and then when you load them, they load, okay? And they can be any style you want. And again, let me just show you what that means. I can click in here and choose any color. Okay, anything I think is the right kind of idea. Okay, so if I like this kind of darkness, but I want to go to a different color, like more of a purple maybe. Okay, and then I want the page background to be a lot less saturated. Okay, and then the style, I don't want it really to be blue in there either. I kind of want it to be purple. Okay, or maybe something else. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want more of a light blue or something, Except I don't really want a light color. I want it darker. Okay, just because it's the banner slider background. But look at that. Again, let me just update and reload. Whether I save this style or not, look. See that? Now we got purple on a much lighter blue with a dark green, so it feels different. Okay? And yeah, we'll put in more stuff, like for the red block in here and the green block down here, we'll put in more controls for that, so you can control it. Okay? Seeing that? All this is turning out the way I want. I can make this thing look any way I want. Now, having said that, what else have we got? All right, let me see. Global settings, right? We have website header tags. You understand that? That's for putting stuff in the header, like meta tags, anything that goes in the header. You don't have to try to figure out where to put it on the page. You can just copy and paste in any kind of header tags here and update, and it will affect all the pages equally. So if you want to put in something about robots should not index these pages for now, you could do that. If you want to put in something that says meta name equals author, description equals, John Smith, you can do that. Now you have a meta tag for author, a meta tag for brand, a meta tag for city, a meta tag for state, meta tag for phone, whatever it is that you want, you can stick it in here and update, and it goes into the header, view page source, of all of these HTML pages somewhere between the head and the end head tag. It will go in there appropriately and act correctly. Okay, that's for adding custom coding to the header. Okay, what else? Let's go back. That's the header tags. What about code snippets before the end body tag? know anything about that? That's stack counter coding. That's Google Analytics coding. That's anything that you want to put that's code snippets that go into the page, the body of the page. Okay, let me do this again. Somewhere between, okay, the body tag and the utter incomplete at the bottom of the page and body tag. And of course, this is going to be put down here, okay? And it'll show up on every single page. So you add stack counter once to here, and it updates for all the pages automatically. You add Google Analytics once, and it updates for all the pages automatically. And if you put, you know, if you needed to or wanted to, you could put, for instance, in the header tags, you could put in the code that lets Google know that you have access to the website, and therefore you can submit the sitemaps. You can stick that right in here. Okay, anything you want. Okay, what now? Call us header text, nice and simple. Call us now, and again, we have this token. I'm going to show you the token in a minute, but it means whatever we put for our token shows up as that number all throughout the entire site on all the pages, no matter where we use the token, no matter what kind of font we use the token in. All of it, phone consultation, everything else, no matter where we have our token, it's going to use that number, okay? And that means we can just change the number in one place for all of the pages of the website. Now that should make the hairs stand up on the back of your neck. You should realize what kind of power that could be. Let it dawn on you. Okay, what else do we have? Opening days, text and header. Guess what? I've got an open from business day through last business day. Or I'm sorry, first business day through last business day tokens. You get what I'm saying? That means open Monday through Saturday could easily be Tuesday through Thursday, and everywhere on the website where I have the opening day and the closing day, no matter how I want to use it, it's going to be wherever I put this stuff anyway. I don't even know where I have it because we've been going through a few of these now. It's going to be in here somewhere, you know, I don't know, somewhere. Okay, maybe not even this one, the other template, though you'll see it. All right, here. I want to get to more global settings. Opening days and text are 4 image boxes. Remember the image boxes? That's these. Remember how hard this coding looks like to deal with? What if it isn't? What if we can just change the title of the box right here? What if we could just change the image right here and make it the size we want? What if we can put in what the link should read? That's the link wording and where it should click through to. Right there, whatever page, anywhere, even off the site if you really want it. Okay. What if the second box, same thing now, just change the wording, change the image, change the wording for the link, and change the link. That's not hard anymore, is it? In HTML. I mean, again, does this feel like WordPress? A little like WordPress, a little like Joomla, a little like Weebly. The control, now you understand this is the header, that's the image, that's the verbiage of the link, and wherever it clicks to is where the link clicks to. That's how easy that is to control to get exactly the right services up for this guy. Okay. What about this? Let me show you some more. Okay, let's get back and keep going. Global settings. All right. What else? Logos above the footer. Again, just select the images you want. If you want, you can link them to things. You can do it. You don't have to, but you can. Okay. Cancel. And what's that mean? That's the images down here. Bap, 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 and bap. Right? That's it. That's all that is. Let's go back to global settings. Cities we serve. Right now it's this simple. We should do something a little more with it. I'm sure we will. But what this produces is the city list down here. Right? That's how it winds up looking. It just orders it this way for now. I'll bet, I don't know, but I'll bet we can do things like use HTML. If I bold this, if I just use a B to bold, probably works. Okay, haven't tried it yet. And if not, we'll make things like that work, or we'll just come out with a better version of this anyway. Yeah, take a look. Okay, so if you want to bold all of them or bold particular ones, you can. If you want to put links on them, you can, because you can. You can actually link to each individual page. Those of you know how to do it. Use an href tag and create a link on this thing. Again, we'll make this stuff more user-friendly with that as we go. Okay, just doing so much at once, right? Starting to see wild power. Footer links. Those are whatever the links you wanted at the bottom of the page. And again, anything you want to just control it, there's the source code. That means that the home page points to this link. It means that the About Us link points to that page. Okay. And the General Services points to that page. Anyone who understands the coding can read this, right? And if you don't understand it, all you have to do is type something in, highlight it, hit the link button, and then decide what the URL should be and hit OK, and you just did it. You just made the link. Okay? You can change them, do whatever you want with them. That's your footer links. Now what? Footer copyright text. This can be anything. And again, variables like crazy across the bottom. That's the bit below the images way down here at the bottom. Okay? And the links. There it is, right? Now what? We're about done with this, aren't we? Google and other crawlers can index the pages, yes or no. Check this out. You just turn it on or off. Like for all your demo pages that you're producing on your own website, you don't want Google to see them because they're not supposed to be seen. You're not trying to get Google to see these things. They're not supposed to be used. They're for you to do your stuff. View page source. Up here, you're going to find right there, Meta robots, no index. This is not going to get seen on Google because I intentionally want it not to be seen on Google. But when I produce the pages, get a load of this.